Quick disclaimer. Should we comment on the author of a fanfiction, we are simply using context clues based on the content of the fanfiction being read. These comments are speculative and not meant to be insulting or judgmental towards the author. Similarly, any statements or opinions read as part of the fanfictions do not necessarily represent the values of the hosts.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pick a Fic, the #1 fanfiction podcast. I am your host, Micah. With me is my good brother, Jason. Jason, how are we doing today?
The same as when you asked me, or when I asked you last time.
Wait.
Fine.
So
I'm good.
So you're doing good.
Yeah.
Good to see you, because I've been doing pretty good as well. Jason, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Yeah.
Same as last episode. Just gonna keep doing that. Not much. Let's see. Well, did we explain the year of the wheel?
Dude, I don't think we did explain the year of the wheel.
The wheel of games.
In case we didn't, Jason, why don't you tell us what the year of the wheel is?
So this other podcast called Regulation Podcast once did a joke where they put a bunch of things on a wheel to decide for them, and that became a thing that they did. Because on the wheel was go to second wheel, and then they actually got on that, so they on the spot created a second wheel, and it was just like a fun concept basically. And so we decided, like, we always struggle, like, we're looking at a wall of games. It's like, I want to play this, but I also want to play this. There's so many I want to do, like, in between, like, new releases, especially since we have so few that we're into now. It's like, we'll just take care of the backlog by making a wheel, where we make a wheel of the games we're most interested in, and then we spin it. And then that wheel could go to a second wheel, which we have to make up on the spot. So there isn't really... But it's like, things we're like... It's like, okay, yeah, we want to do that, but it's not like a priority, or it's a little obnoxious, or it's like a challenge, or something like that. And then there's a possibility to go to a third wheel. And that third wheel would be something we do not want to do. Something like horrendous.
Yeah.
Something that... And we have to give it a solid effort. It's not like we have to do the thing or beat the thing. But basically, the wheel has been very good to me specifically. Not so much to you. Our test run was, it picked between me playing Quest 64 or Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. And thankfully it picked Quest 64 because that was a magical experience. And then when we started doing it for real, I got Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. And then you got Hollow Knight.
Yes.
And since spinning the first wheel, I have spun twice now, because he's still playing Hollow Knight.
I got the first mask, everyone. First mask is done. I just need the last two.
Just the last two.
Yeah.
It's taking you
I'm
like
a third,
15 hours to get one mask.
I am a third in the game.
But I played through Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, and it was it was a bit rough around the edges, but overall it was a good, for a first attempt at a platformer, it was really good. I enjoyed the interactions. They were just janky enough to be fun. And like, you know what I mean? Because like their mic quality wasn't great. And like, they would just, like, the audio cutting was really quick, so it just felt unnatural. It was fun. It looks very good. It looks and runs great on the GameCube. And then I spun the wheel again, and I got KO the Kangaroo, which I beat in 2 sittings. That one wasn't... The unpolishedness was not as charming. It was a lot more frustrating, but it was so short that I can't really say I didn't like it, because it was more good than bad. It was really just the last, like, 8 or so levels that just... They were, like, frustratingly poorly designed, like, not fun. But KO is a fantastic character design. At least from the first game. He just has giant bulging eyes that protrude from his head and a permanent smile. He's just an adorable little guy. And like, when you go into water, his neck will stretch indefinitely, so his head is permanently above water.
Like,
he cannot drown. He is immortal.
If like we didn't know about that, like just going into it, I think I would have lost my mind.
I think I would have called it the best game of all time.
Yes.
But, I mean, we knew about it. It was like
it's kind of the thing KO is known for.
There's a period in time where people are like, oh, remember this game where the kangaroo's neck extends? It's like,
yeah.
So we were exposed to it early on, but yeah, both were like pretty solid. And then just yesterday I finished that, so I spun the wheel again and conveniently got another mascot platformer from the 90s and 2000s, Croc. I'm going to play Croc. Like, these are games that have been on my backlog for like, I don't even know if I've been into games for a decade, but it feels like it's been like 10 years. Maybe not so much Thai, but Croc for sure. I've been wanting to play for so long.
That's a crazy one.
It's final. It's like, I can play Croc. Like, I could play it this whole time, but I would always forget about it because I don't technically own it. Huh? Wink, wink. But the wheel has just been giving me these awesome like platformers to play, like B grade platformers, and that's one of my favorite genres. It might be my favorite genre of all time. Is just B grade platformers, not even the AAA stuff.
And I recommend it to anyone that like is so hard like getting through their backlog. Like I don't really have a backlog. I just have like games that I just want to play, and if I feel like playing them, I will.
That's a backlog.
I won't. And not like a sense. I guess like because like the usual backlog sucks is like, oh, I'll play this game, and then after I'm done with this game, then I'll play this game, and then like
backlog's just a game you haven't played. This is the list of games you haven't played. That's the backlog.
But like I think about the backlog structure, and if you have struggled like going through that, do the wheel. Like it is so helpful.
If you don't want to go through that effort, I think Steam has a random button.
Yeah, and
like you can pick like random game I haven't played, and it'll
like
pop something.
The
up.
wheel on the wheel, I got go to second wheel. And on the second wheel, I got Crash Insane Trilogy.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
And I played the Crash games before, like on the original PlayStation, but I haven't played them in years. And so by years, I mean like 2 or 3. But
that was COVID era, so it's basically been 5 years.
Yes, and and so I was like playing through this. I'm like, oh, this is so fun. Like I don't care for the remake itself, but just the fact that I'm playing Crash again was just so fun. And I'm really sad that I got Hollow Knight, honestly, because that game it's great. I have so many things about it though that just annoy the crap out of me, and like, but it's a beautiful game that I think everyone should at least try. But yeah, so it's gonna take me so long to get through that, but in time, I am enjoying it though. I am enjoying it. I gotta save the grubs. I'm saving all the grubs. Gotta save the grubs. That's the only thing that I'm gonna 100% is getting all the grubs. I made it that my goal.
What if you beat the game but there's one grub left? And it's at the end of the hardest challenge.
I'm doing it.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah,
I will keep you to that.
Absolutely. But that's it for our gaming stuff, I guess. Jason, I have a fan fiction for you.
Am I allowed to click on it now?
Yes, you are.
Clicking on it. I don't have it.
It's a reply to the one that you sent me.
Why isn't it showing up? Oh, there it is. I just saw that it had like in the little dot of the tab it said 1, so I assumed that's what it was. But I click on it and it's like eBay telling me about something. Crimson Guardians. Let's see what this is. Crimson Guardians by Salem A. Drako. This is gonna suck. This is a Destiny fanfiction. The description says an alternate view of the Cabal attack and how events went for different Guardians. Will everything work out even without the light? Rated T. The characters are just different species names, which is interesting. 2 chapters, 3,562 words, 1 review, 1 favorite, 1 follow. Nice 111. Published December 29th, 2017. What was going on in 2017?
Destiny 2, baby! Dude, the Destiny 2 hype was
I have to remember what happens in Destiny 2.
All right. What's like the first thing you do in Destiny 2?
Destiny 2.
I'm shocked.
Destiny.
It's like the only memorable
Destiny
thing.
2.
Yeah, it's
the only thing I can think of is what the enemy's doing. I don't know what the main plot is. Like,
okay, what is the enemies doing? What are they doing?
There's a funny transition.
What?
It just shows the logo of the enemy, and then they're always just in like the war planning room, and then the guy just talks. That's what the enemies do in that game.
What, are you thinking of Halo Infinite? Like,
no. Destiny 2.
The fact that you don't remember the plot of Destiny 2 is crazy.
Kate 6 is in there.
Yes, he
Zavala's
is.
in there. The other girl's in there. What are they doing?
So they're at.
Okay.
Okay.
I will literally tell you all I know about vanilla Destiny 2.
All right.
There's like the Cabal guys. They have a big ship.
Yes.
They're doing something on the big ship. I don't remember what it is, but I just remember that every time they cut to the Cabal, they would have their logo fade up on the screen in a bunch of red and then fade back. That's what I remember from Vanilla Destiny 2. I don't remember the plot of Vanilla Destiny 2. Does the Traveler die? Or is that in the later?
You're like on the money essentially.
Wait, so Traveler's dead?
No. You're essentially grabbing the cigar, but I don't have it yet.
I don't have the cigar. What is Cade 6 doing? I feel like he's big in this. Big, like maybe because he's the only character I actually remember. Because I just remember there's a cutscene where all of the leaders are doing things, and you have never seen them do anything ever. They're moving. Like they don't move. They usually just stand there.
Right. Yes.
But there's a cutscene where they're moving, and there's like, oh my gosh, the tower falls.
Yeah, we go. You grab the cigar after like holding onto it, like like yeah.
I forgot they attack the tower, which is where they live.
Yes,
the Guardians
they
live.
capture,
and it's like, and then they play the violin song while you're like walking through the snow.
Yes, and there's a beautiful song.
And then I don't remember.
And yeah, so the Cabal come and capture the Traveler, like, and they suck its light.
If you guys don't know,
yes, it sucks its light. So the Guardians don't have light.
They're sucking assholes. Would you say?
Oh my. Okay, if you're really confused and disturbed by that, please just watch last week's episode.
Anyway. No, actually don't. It's better without context.
Okay. So I thought, like, I saw this story a little bits ago, actually like a few days ago, that because I'm just like I want to do a fan fiction that I haven't like done a franchise I haven't done. And I thought that this would be like, I don't know, I was just kind of like thinking about Destiny recently. Like just to make a very long story short, I was there since like Destiny 1 after like the third
after Destiny 1 ended, but before
like the
Destiny
third, like the Sons of Orion essentially is where I started. So that I was there when Destiny 2 came out. I pre-ordered it. What's the first game I pre-ordered, or was it Horizon 3?
Which I think.
Yeah, I don't feel like looking it up.
I want to say it was Horizon 3 because I remember you getting the car more than like.
Yeah, but yeah, I pre-ordered Destiny 2. I got the stupid Cade figure that broke. It fell off of my shelf and it broke. And then I got that poster that's sitting right behind you. That I do not display anymore because it's
in the storage
room. It's a
room.
stupid Destiny 2 poster. I do not want that. Yeah, I was hyped as everyone else was, and I got sucked into it. I got 3 expansions in, and then I was like, this sucks. This actually sucks. Like, I was getting in that MMO like RPG grind, and I was like, it was taking out so much time of my teenage life, and I'm like, I had to do something about it, so I quit, and I just started to do retro games, and here we are. So, I guess we have Destiny to thank us for getting into all this crap. So, yeah, Destiny.
I should say I played 4 expansions and I stopped because I was really hoping. I was like. Because I played like Shadowfall or whatever it was, the one with the
yeah,
girl,
you did,
the one with the lady.
Yeah.
Because they ported it to PC and they made it free to play.
Yep.
So it's like, oh sweet, I can just copy my file, and then buy the expansion and play it on PC and then get like the real gaming experience. So it's not like I can't blame the controller, and then I like this is their first one out. Like, you know, they split from Activision. They're independent again. This is gonna be awesome. And the trailers look so good, and then it sucked. It was worse than like all the other ones. I was like, what is this? Like that. I knew I was already like out of it. I already didn't want to play it. So like they had to do a really good job, and they did worse than all the other ones. It just solidified that I hate that game. I hate Destiny 2.
Yeah. Like they had one good expansion that, from what I've heard, like that was like about the Hive and stuff, but it was like I hate everything's videos. Just if you're at all interested in Destiny, just watch I hate everything's videos on them. He does a phenomenal job of like just like giving you a good rundown, his honest thoughts, like you know, his whole perspective on the series and everything, because it will save you hundreds of dollars. So
yeah, and that's the thing. The expansions were way too much money for what they were.
Yeah,
because I don't care about the multiplayer stuff. I just like, I mean, it is a multiplayer game first, and then like a story game second. But like, to me, it's like, I was at the point where like I didn't want to play it anymore, so I wasn't playing it regularly. The multiplayer stuff didn't interest me at all. It's like, well, if the story's good, then I'll keep buying the expansions, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just, you know, it just sucked. And then it just like kept teasing things. Like Destiny is just a series that keeps teasing something and nothing ever happens. They just, every expansion is just like, oh, by the way, here's a little bit more for that thing we're teasing, and they just don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
It's like they keep trying to tell you what the Traveler is, but they don't tell you what the Traveler is. And it's like, okay, well, I don't care anymore because obviously you don't care enough to tell me. You keep teasing it and you're not telling me. And then the thing happened with like the pyramid ships, and it's like, okay, you like go inside the Traveler, I think, and it's just like nothing. Nothing happens. And it's just like, again, they teased you with, oh, you're gonna find out what the Traveler is, and you don't. It's like I don't care anymore.
And the fact that like what really like turned me off was when they just retconned the last 3 expansions. Like they like those aren't canon anymore, and you can't even buy them anymore. They delisted them. So it's
our
like,
Xbox One is actually like an expensive. It's very valuable.
I apparently. So yeah, it's just like,
guys, we're selling our Xbox accounts for $8 million. So
there was one time I did go back to Destiny, was when Lance Reddick passed away. And I just kind of went on just because I don't know, I was just like kind of feeling it at that moment, and there were like a lot of people that were like doing the bow down emote in front of Zavala, and it was actually kind of wholesome. But then I just logged off. I didn't do anything else.
Should I just log on to Destiny? Should I just record myself logging on to Destiny for the first time in?
Can we just put it in his podcast?
5 years.
Or just as a
well,
separate
I was going
video?
to say as a separate thing.
Yeah.
Because it would be a YouTube video. It wouldn't be an audio form. That would make sense.
That's a good, that'd be good.
We also have the Midnight Vibes channel.
You could just pump that on there.
Pump that on there. We haven't uploaded since last year's the year awards, which we didn't do this year.
Yeah, but yeah, no.
Which that name is copyrighted. If you're trying to make an award show and call it the Year Awards, we did that first. Just letting you know. We're going to do it again eventually, maybe.
Yeah. They replaced Zavala with Keith David, and I was very skeptical at first, but I've listened to some cutscenes, and he does a job pretty good.
I've never heard it. I just heard the news. I haven't heard the voice.
Oh, okay.
So I'll go up to Zavala and try talking to him.
Yeah, because they did change like all of his like lines and stuff. So, but yeah, that's us with Destiny. Very rich history with us in Destiny. Not a good one though.
It's a rich history that literally lasted like maybe a year and a half tops. It's weird how short it actually was when you actually think about it.
I guess,
it felt like it was like
our whole lives.
It sucked us in, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so this one is like, you know, like during the attack on the towers. So I didn't want to go too far early.
The Twin Towers?
I didn't want to go too far early because there's like, in Destiny 1, there is stuff that I do not remember at all. This is
entire
like
game.
Exactly. This is where we know about. Like we know enough.
Well,
like,
you do.
I guess.
I forgot.
Yeah. So
I forgot the entire point of the game. I forgot why I was excited. I was excited because I was like, "Whoa, story is gonna happen." Because they show it in all the trailers, like the tower has fallen.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Whoa, dude, that's gonna be crazy.
And characters are doing stuff for the first time.
Yeah, it was like, dude, we're gonna see the world. Like,
yeah,
we're gonna like talk to a bunch of people, and instead it was like you talk to like a mildly British man who also just stands there and does nothing. Everyone just stands there and does nothing. You don't see anyone do anything except the one pre-rendered cutscene they have in the whole thing.
And then you watch a My Name Is Bife video, and everything
18
changes.
hours long about the guy, the slightly British guy who stands there and does nothing. It's like, what do you mean? He doesn't do anything. How is there 18 hours of content around this guy?
Yeah, I had two to choose from. I chose this one. I think like there's like a bit more going on. The other one, it was literally just like what we were talking about last time. Just like two people just talking back and forth and nothing.
We already have that with the Sonic fanfiction we're doing.
Yeah, so I think things happen here. So
okay.
So yeah.
How are we gonna do the voices?
So just kind of okay. There's one girl, and there's two guys.
I could do my smoking grandma voice. Hey everyone!
No, please don't. That'd be. I think there's a girl. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing. They don't really like explain anything right now. So
that's fine. We can just go into it.
All right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. We just gotta go. If a gender is revealed, we will.
Gender reveal party.
We will launch fireworks in this basement right now.
We will burn down our house. The color of the fire is the color of the baby.
All right. All right. So this is.
By the way, it's been 21 minutes and 42 seconds. And the dehumidifier turned on. Keep going. I don't think
this is Crimson Guardians by Salem A. Drako, Chapter 1, On Patrol. Can we get this patrol done before the sun sets?
I don't know. What's wrong, Salem? Upset that some field work is cutting into your time at the Crucible?
If you two are done, I have found the mission target. I suggest we move fast and get out before we attract any attention. You'll never know what's around. Our fire team never did make sense. A titan who would love to stay in the Crucible and make jokes, a warlock that is so close to the speaker she's practically an apprentice. Then there's me, a hunter, who enjoys being outside the walls more than inside them.
Pause.
Yeah.
None of that doesn't make sense. All of that makes perfect sense. All of that is the stereotype of their class. Why doesn't their fire team make sense? Why do you think their fire team doesn't make sense?
Because they don't get along too well.
We're just going to go with that.
Today's mission was to recover some Golden Age tech for Zavala, or something like that. It took us some time to fly across the planet and locate the data in an old wrecked ship, but we found it. It took even longer to make it into the ship and locate the cargo hold. Once we got inside the cargo hold, I picked something up from on my radar and went to investigate. That's all I remember. When my ghost, Eclipse, woke me up, he gave me the quick version of what had happened. The Fallen were in the ship and ambushed the team shortly after we got into the cargo hold. I was the closest to them, so they concentrated their fire on me. Salem had... Wait, what? Okay, Salem, the Titan I had mentioned, went into battle while Alexander, the Warlock, stayed back to finish the data retrieval. That's when the second group of Fallen attacked and killed her. My guess is that they were in the ship long before we showed up. They probably figured if we were after some excellent tech that it could be an easy scavenge. So they followed us, and we did all the hard work for them. We were outnumbered from the start. Things would have gone differently if we were all more cautious and didn't die immediately. When Eclipse revived me, everything was foggy as usual. It took me a second to remember where I was and what I was doing. The room was littered with dead Fallen. I made my way over to Alex and had her ghost bring her back into what was left of the fight. From the looks of things, Salem had been busy. He wasn't in the room, and he had no clue what had happened. The only thing left to do was to follow the trail that Salem made.
I don't know who's talking. Well, we know it's not Alex talking, because they keep saying Alex.
No, I think that Alex is the one that's talking.
Yeah, just guess. Let's just guess.
All right. Sigh. One would think such a prominent titan would have some etiquette when disposing of hostiles.
Do you want me to be Sigh?
Sure.
I thought the fallen captain was his head through... What? I thought the fallen captain... Oh, I get it. I thought the fallen captain with his head through the wall was a nice touch, Alex.
Alex, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Yes, Hunter. It seems that the Fallen have been turning this ship into a base. No wonder we were overrun. I would have been surprised to find a few Archons here. I don't remember any of the enemy names. I just remember the faction names. I doubt that they have it reorganized enough for a Kel to be present. Not since the self-proclaimed Kel of Kel's was eliminated. It's weird enough. It's weird though. Fallen usually lived on their catchies. Perhaps there was a power struggle, or maybe the ship crashed.
I think Destiny was a mistake.
It was. Either way, we had to deal with them. We were making our way down the hallway when we found more supplies that the Fallen have pillaged. No movement or anything came up on scanners. Not that I expected any given what had just happened. Salem was a popular titan among other guardians. He has spent years refining his skills in the Crucible and on the battlefield. He has created quite an armory. The main reason is to make sure there are guardians who will fight him. It's hard to tell who someone is when they change their armor. Lord Shaxx have been known to make special matches if Salem is fighting, such as pitting 4 guardians against him. On rare occasions, Lord Shaxx himself had even picked up his gun to fight Salem. We caught up to Salem towards the back end of the ship. Well, his body anyway. The Fallen finally managed to kill him and get away. Judging by the size of the hole in the ship, we found out where they parked their skiff. With no threats nearby, I had Salem go to wake him up.
Well, I think we can call this a failed mission. What do you think, Spark?
Said Salem as he stood up. So Salem, how did you go down this time? I asked.
This is the ghost.
Yeah.
A grenade found its way onto Salem's back, and, well, I'm surprised he was still in one piece.
Mentioned Spark, his ghost. Oh, I think that's what they were talking about before. Like, they were probably talking to the ghost. I started to look around the hangar as Salem was talking to Spark. The room was littered with the remnants of the battle. A servitor laid on the ground in pieces with a tight group of bullets in his eyes, which is surprising that it's still in one piece. For a titan that had the reputation of being reckless on the battlefield, he certainly doesn't live up to that reputation. We spent the next few minutes trying to track the Fallen that had attacked us, but it seemed like they made it away from the ship, at least to where we couldn't track them. The sun had made its way up in the sky by the time we got into our ships. Most of the ride was spent talking about how we were going to tell Zavala the bad news. Salem was trying to lighten the mood with a Zavala impersonation. Alexander was scolding him, but I could tell that she was smiling under her helmet. We were almost to the tower when Spark mentioned that we would have to land manually due to a storm. I found it weird that there was a storm going on. The skies were clear when we left in the morning, but I didn't give it much more thought than that. Shortly after that is when I lost all feeling and passed out. Our ghost took over at some point and did an emergency landing just outside the tower in the forest. When I awoke, I felt limped. All my stamina had been drained. I figured it would be the best to get out of the cockpit. It was dark. Early next day, if I had to guess, the grass was wet with dew, and there was sunlight, and there was slight chill in the wind. Something has gone wrong.
Let me think of another ghost voice.
Sigh. Oh, thank the traveler you're okay.
Eclipse. I felt weird. What's happening to me?
Sigh. It's terrible. The tower was attacked.
What? Who would be bold enough to attack the tower? We should get back now. Every guardian will be needed to strengthen the wall. I started to rush towards my ship.
Sigh, stop. I didn't get to finish. The Cabal attacked, a special division known as the Red Legion. We can't go back. We lost everything.
Eclipse, what do you mean, everything?
The tower, the speaker, and the light. That's why you passed out. They were able to put a cage around the Traveler, and the light is now lost. Like we're cut off from the Traveler's gifts. All radio channels are ordering a retreat. I don't know where to. I couldn't get a strong enough signal. Sai, I don't know what to do.
Pathetic. So you lose our light and now we run with our tails tucked? Oh, that was... okay.
That's me.
Yeah.
I can reread it.
Yep.
Pathetic. So we lose our light and now we run with our tails tucked.
Salem apparently had come to and heard part of what Eclipse had said.
Salem, I don't think you understand.
Salem interrupted as Eclipse tried to explain. You could partially see the fire shooting out of his mouth.
You should Photoshop that happening. I understand perfectly fine, but I refuse to abandon those who I protect. Those who live within the walls are the reason I fight. The reason why I push myself to my limits and then push some more. Why I would gladly experience death over and over again to protect them. So I am going in there to save as many people as I can with or without my light. I thought a ghost, someone made from the Traveler, would understand that. Apparently I was wrong. Your name suits you well, Eclipse. The true meaning of the light has been hidden from you for a long time. Goodbye for now, Sai. I'll see you and Alexander when I get back. And stay safe.
As Salem and Spark took off, they started making a plan as he headed to his ship. I knew there was no stopping him. He took his job seriously. He was one of the few guardians that connected with the people of the city. I remember walking in a market with him, and a few children recognized his crimson armor from a Crucible match that was televised. What started as him trying to recruit me for a Crucible team over lunch turned into an afternoon of us kicking a ball with two kids after he signed a few autographs for the others. But by the time we stopped, the sun was setting. But before we left, Salem kneeled down and gave us the older brother his helmet. At the time, Optimacy armor wasn't even available, and he gave part of his set just to make the little boy happy. His younger sister was, of course, jealous. I remember that she mentioned on a few occasions that she loved the light blue color of it and how it looked cool with my armor, and not to be outshined by a walking raspberry. I gave her my hooded cloak after I signed the collar. I figured that she would grow into it someday. As Salem's ship flew away, I went to wake Alexander and filled her in on what happened. If Salem was successful in his mission, things would go from search and rescue to protecting and relocating, even if it cost me my life.
And now they have the characters.
And now they have the characters. Whoopee!
Oh, Hunter's one of the exos, so you have to sound like a robot every time.
Oh no! Should I put like a little filter over my voice?
Just say beep beep boop boop every time.
All right. So because the Titan was, of course, a male, and then the Hunter, the narrator essentially, is an exo female, and the Sai was the
Okay, it's the class.
Oh, that's
there's gender, their name, then their ghost's name.
So the Titan is a human male. His name is Salem, and Spark is a ghost. And then Hunter, exo female, Sai, Eclipse, and Warlock, awoken female, Alexander. No name yet for the ghost.
What's the awoken were the blue people, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Zavala's race. All right. How is chapter 1?
The ghost doesn't even have a name. Alexander's ghost, just not in the story, no name.
Well, they do. Maybe it's like a big reveal. You never know.
It was fine. I mean, I don't care about Destiny Lore at all, so it wasn't very interesting to me. But...
Listen, this is the most interesting one I could find. I'm not kidding you. Now, this is chapter 2, Into the City. I always figured that I would lose my light someday. I didn't think that it would happen to everyone else, especially to those who had it bestowed upon them. But that's not important. Right now, I had to get back to the city. If the evacuation went according to plan, most of the people should be safe. There are bound to be a few that didn't make it, and with the lack of light, now that includes Guardians, Spark determined that we were about 10 minutes away from the city when we landed. We agreed that it would be a suicide to fly directly into town, and since the city was just lost less than a day ago, it would be unlikely for the Cabal to have any sort of major defenses set up, so I would have to walk. There is a pipe for the wire system that's big enough for me to slip in, and since the Guardians who are usually posted there, they are probably gone. Slipping in would be easy. During our walk, we debated on how we would go about our mission. We knew now that everyone that was left behind couldn't be saved, and both of us hated this. Without the light, we didn't just feel powerless, we were powerless. It would be nearly impossible for one lightless Guardian to try to save everyone left in the city. It cost me my only life. The pipe I was going to use for the break-in came out in a few spots around the city. The best entry point would probably be the one in the markets. It was in an alley that never had a lot of traffic. The stores around it would also be helpful for hiding civilians in. As expected, it was already used as a way to get out of the initial evacuation, so I was able to slip in nice and easy. The fire that was boiling in my blood was quick extinguished when I came out of the pipe. As I looked around at the street that were once littered with small family-run shops, now it was nothing but rubble and death. If there was any survivors, they were not going to be here. I decided to move towards a denser part of the city. I wanted to cry as I walked down the street. My body just couldn't handle it. All the memories that I have of this place turned into nothing but ash and debris. I heard nothing as I walked down the road, still covered with warm coals. When the road stopped, to be more correct, when I walked up to the bridge that had a crashed ship in it, I was hit in the head. Not hard enough to hurt, just enough for me to notice the light clink it made on my helmet. It couldn't be the Cabal. The area was not important for their mission. As I turned, I saw a young kid waving over me. Is that a kid?
Wait, I think. Okay, yeah, because this is with the Salem. So this is his ghost, the British one I was doing.
Oh, I would not have, because the other one was Sai. Okay, so this is his perspective. Got it.
Yeah,
got it.
He went into the city, the other did.
Okay.
Is that the kid? Yeah, Spark, I think it is. I guess it looks like we're heading in the right direction. Hurry up before the monsters see you.
This is the worst episode.
Oh, I think that was the kid saying that. Hurry up before the monsters see you. Why aren't there any indicators?
Yeah, what the heck? Okay, wait, I'll be the kid. Hurry up before the monsters see you.
The monsters? Salem, do you think he means the Cabal?
Let's see. Big scary beast, ugly to look at. Probably. Either way, this is no place for a kid. Or a lightless Guardian. Yet here we are.
Either way, I was there to get civilians. So I walked over to the rubble. The kid's name was Timothy, but most people call him Tim. It felt like I was being interrogated as he took me to the safe place. What was my name? What was my name? Why was I here when everyone evacuated? Did my ghost have a name? Could he see my ghost? The list went on and on. Spark decided to stay hidden wherever ghosts go when they do their little light show and go poof. After a quick 5-minute walk, Tim led me to a small building. There were about 20 people in the room. Most of them were well enough to move. Before I could finish scanning the room, my attention was caught by a ghost. Not my ghost though. The ghost shell was mostly white with one corner red, and I knew this ghost.
This is a name. Smaragdus. Smaragdus. I think it's Smaragdus. Smaragdus, what are you doing here? Wait, where's Ipsum?
Ipsum is not doing so well, sir. Him and Segadora were trying to escort these civilians out of the city when the Cabal ambushed us to immediately put themselves between the enemy and everyone else. Segadora's armor held up better than Ipsum's. I interrupted this Smaragdus before he could continue.
Where is Ipsum?
He didn't reply. Instead, he just turned and headed to the back of the room. It wasn't good. His ghost was able to deal with some of the major damage, mainly the bullet wounds. I could see the holes in what armor was left on his left shoulder and leg. The remaining problem was the wood sticking from his side. Even for an exo, the wound was causing some serious damage. Don't worry, sir. It's only a little coolant. Ipsum replied with a light chuckle. Among other fluids, added God, okay. I'm just going to go Smargus. I'm just going to call him Smargus. This isn't good. We need to get you out of here. And go where, Smargus? I can't see a doctor. I'm not human. Not many people know how to fix up exos anymore. Most of them are probably dead. Besides, the mission comes first. I need to get these civilians to safety.
Not anymore, Smaragdus. That's my job. I assume this is him talking. I don't know.
Let's just go with it.
You need to stay alive long enough to get out of here so you can get fixed up. Now, where's Segadora?
After we pushed back the first wave of Cabal, he led the reinforcements east away from here. His plan was to get some replacement armor after he ditched them, sir. There were only one place in this section of town to get replacement armor. I am also willing to bet my ship that Segoda was talking about Titan armor and not Hunter armor. I know this since my house is southeast from here and my house is my personal armory. I can't say I blame him for looting my house, but doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. Or the fact that he was able to get into my house. K6 made a bet with me that he could easily get in there. The 2-year anniversary was about a month ago, so I made my way home. Hopefully it was still in one piece. Ipsum wasn't joking about the Cabal. Smargus has definitely made them mad. It appears that they pulled it in 2 ships to help with the search. It's time like this where I wish my armor wasn't red. If I even gotten close to the ship's searchlights, I would be in hot water. Why does Smargus need to be shown off? I could almost hear Sai calling both of us as a show-off as I made my way through the half-demolished buildings. The shoulder plates on the Karak Type 2 armor tend to make it hard to squeeze through. Sadly, I had taken them off. I ended up using my magnetic locks on my armor that normally hold pistols. Thankfully, my under armor suit is dark gray.
See, I'm less red now, Spark.
Yes, you are. As long as the Cabal don't see the rest of your red body or the silver accents, you'll be fine. I recommend when we get to your armory that I transmit your main armor back to the ship and we get you something more tactical.
Not a good idea, Spark. With the Cabal on their manhunt, they'll more than likely be looking out for any signs of survivors. That will probably include transmitting my armory. We'll just have to leave behind what we can't carry. How far are we from the house? I'm running out of rubble to climb through.
We're only 1 block away. Cut through our breakfast place. I remember Mike saying that there is a door that connects to the neighboring business.
I hope Mike made it. He makes some killer breakfast tacos.
Just having a conversation.
Which ones? I remember you eating yourself into a coma on several occasions, and I'm positive that the bacon shell special has clogged you something in your brain.
Damn, this place is a train wreck.
How is that any different from any other day?
Well, the hole in the ceiling for one. I wonder if he'll forget my tab if I help him rebuild it.
I doubt it, since you eat enough for 4 Guardians. That and your tab is over a month old.
Spock was right as usual. There was a door to the business next door. Issue was that Mike forgot to mention that his neighbor put a wall up. I hoped the Cabal wouldn't hear the loud noise I was about to make as I took a few steps back. As I started running towards the wall, I could hear Spark yelling at me about this being a bad idea.
This is a bad idea.
The way I figured it is that my armor is heavy. Putting that in motion and I would be a wrecking ball. It would probably hurt less if I was able to use my arc glide, but I was fresh out of that.
Oh yeah, Plan B worked perfectly.
I said as I fell on the floor of what appeared to be a small clothing store. Getting through the rest of the building was easy. The bombardment from the Cabal left plenty of ways for me to sneak through the buildings. Soon I was across the street from my home. I wasn't surprised to see that the house itself was blown up. It still left an ache in my stomach. My armory definitely survived, and it was convenient that someone was in there due to the debris to the door that was already cleared. The first door to my vault was already opened. Now, not that I was surprised, it mainly held ammunition and other supplies that I regularly used. I also used a suit of Phoenix Strife Type 0 armor to decorate the room. It had lost its battle potential when Lord Shack sliced the back of the armor open from the left shoulder all the way across to the right knee. Just looking at it gives me flashbacks of the searing pain that I felt in that Crucible match. The armor held the sword I had crafted to match the one Shax used. I named it Demon Slayer since Demon was the nickname I held when I first entered the Crucible. That same sword was now being held at my throat.
And it's done! We'll never find out what happens!
Oh no!
I liked my British guy.
How
I'm
could...
gonna miss being the British guy.
Why would you stop writing this? Baffling Salem A.
Segadora is an exo-male titan, and Ipsum is an exo-male hunter.
Good to know after I read the entire story. Okay,
Vivario was the ghost, and Smaragdus.
Dude, this is the only thing this guy wrote.
Smaragdus.
This is no description, no bio, no nothing. Just this is it. This is all Salem A. Drako has wrote.
Smaragdus was Exarch of Ravenna from 585 to 589, and again from 603 to 611. During his first tenure, Smaragdus made an alliance with the Franks and Avars against the perennial foes of the Exarchate, the Lombards, and appeared poised to extinguish the Lombard power before it had been fully established.
Oh my gosh!
It means emerald. It's a Greek name that means emerald.
Well, wasn't this a nostalgic trip back down memory lane? Back when didn't you feel like you were playing Destiny 2 for the first time?
It makes me want to replay the first level, and then just end it. That's it. I don't want to play.
Yeah,
anything else.
no, it's like I don't even know what to do in that game anymore. Like, if I were to replay it for a bit, like, what would I even do? Like, there is nothing to do. Oh, you know how I've been saying that I want to, like, platinum a game that's, like, going to be, like, delisted sometime?
Platinum Destiny.
Destiny 1, dude.
Oh,
that
Destiny
would be
1.
Yeah, because the service is still up. It's just, I think the issue is that since so little people are playing, it's hard to get into strike teams and to do, like, raids and stuff. But other than that, like, yeah, they're still playable.
I mean, you have me.
Wait. Is Destiny 1 servers still up? Yes, they are functional. Even on 7th gen. Dude.
Playing Destiny on the 360 in 2026.
Oh, yeah, they do. That's how some people did it. If you're one of those people, please let us know, and please tell us 2026 what your experience was back in 2013. But with me, that's all for me. Fanfiction was kind of doo doo. I mean, it was written fine, but it was like,
it's Destiny. I don't care about any of the things happening because it's Destiny.
I was just hoping that, like, you know, they get into, like, the nitty gritty lore stuff, you know, that Destiny has, like, that true Destiny fans actually cares about.
It seems to me like this guy just, like, had the Destiny wiki up and just picked cool armor names and would put them in sometimes.
Or that's the armor that he has for.
Or that too.
For
Or, yeah,
that
he had this
character.
file up.
Yeah, he had his found this like second
What
monitor.
are my
just, like,
coolest
it's like,
ones?
okay, there's the sword that I have. Oh, it could be a custom sword. Whoa.
Yeah, it was okay. I just don't care about the subject matter.
So like, and so you don't really care about Destiny stuff. Should I like
Delete it from existence.
delete? Okay.
Unless you find an interesting one.
All right.
That one just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, and like I was reading a lot from this era, and it was all just this, all exactly like this. I'm like, why can't I find like an actual interesting fan fiction? Because
Find one that ships two Guardians for some reason.
want like I Ikora and like Shax, because like I wanted to get into more serious ones, but it's like when I find serious fanfics, these are the ones that come up. So I don't know.
So far, the goofy ones stay winning.
Apparently, we need a like Yoshi 2.1.
You know, you could bring back Yoshi 2.1.
He
needs to make a season 2 debut.
That's like a trump card essentially. Like
I mean,
when
we're also just like there's so many. There are so many.
Yes.
I don't like. We could probably do 5 a season, and it would still take us 5 years to do all of them.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for listening. This episode is probably an absolute mess because of all the stupid editing stuff that I'm gonna have to do.
You're welcome.
Please subscribe if any of this was entertaining. I don't blame you if you don't, though.
If you don't subscribe, listen to a different one.
Yes,
it's gonna be better.
Let's just do pheromones, hormones, and Yoshi. That's
pheromones, hormones.
That's my go-to.
And Yoshi.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.